How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is the third episode of As Real as It Gets and It Gets No Realer with your hosts, Eric Conway, Scott Jr. This video is sponsored by UB Carrier Services. You know the motto. If we can fit it, you can get it. Also sponsored by We Are the New CEOs Film Company. Well, look who we have as the guest here. The man, the myth, the mastermind behind the plan, the heart of the team, Mr. Eric Conway Scott Sr. I need a round of applause from y'all right now. Okay, that's enough. Well, it's been a while, man. We're glad to have you right here, man. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Man, I feel good. It feels strange to be on this side, man, because,
sometimes it's great to be on the other side. You never know. You never know. You never know.
It feels strange, but, feel good, man. It's feel like it's going to be a good interview, man. The energy in here feel wonderful tonight, man. So,
very, very wonderful.
Yeah.
Very wonderful.
Yeah.
Very wonderful indeed. Well, I got to start off with a question here.
Okay.
People have been asking, where is the videos? And they've been talking about, the nights of the hustlers, the mornings of the go-getters. They've been asking about where you been. They've been looking. They've been fiending for it.
Yeah. Guilt is charged. I like to apologize and explain that to y'all. I know I took off a few months. I ain't really made nothing since January about that. So, I took a mental break for a little while to get a few things in order, you see what I'm saying? Because we had to plan a rollout for this year, you see what I'm saying? I feel like that part of my life has been conquered. Them videos that I did for those 3 years, that was a everyday part of my life. Each video was like I was talking to myself of sorts, because I had just started my business, so it was hectic. You see what I'm saying? My mind frame was a little different. So shit, I speak my message, then I go back and I look at it at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? Because when you first start a business, shit crazy. You see what I'm saying? So you need that man, a plan, and to understand where you're going to keep forward. But I got off subject a little bit, but
it's okay. We just love it when you just talk, man. Just keep going.
You're
all for it.
Yeah. So I took a break, but in that break, you dig, we wrote the movie, Say OG. We put the brand together when we just launched. You see what I'm saying? My World is Different, Season 3, the Championship Collection. We are the new CEOs.com. You can't go wrong. It's strong, all made in-house. Locally in New Orleans, we worked on that. So, that chapter is done, and we bringing it to an end with the movie, the Say OG. That's go bury that, and we just moving forward in life, man. Bigger things. You did. We conquered that section. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it's only up from here, man. We got to take it to the next level, take it up a notch. Global, baby.
Global. My world is different.
My world is
very indeed.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got a second question now for you.
All right, speak on it.
What drives you?
Damn. That's heavy. Multiple things drive me, man. You know what I mean? Coming from where I come from, you know what I mean? My background, my history, you see what I'm saying? The way I was raised and things like that, that drives me, man. Because I was raised a certain way in life, and I looked at life a certain way, and I felt like, that was the way that was taught to me, that was passed down from so many people. But once you get older and you get privy to certain knowledge, and especially in the day and age we live in now, the knowledge is just out there. You just gotta look for it, man.
You gotta look for it. You gotta look for it.
Ain't no excuses.
Amen.
Ain't nobody holding you back, man. But what drives me is the drive to be, it was always something in me since I was a kid, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That just told me I could be great in whatever I do. So I just never let nothing limit me. So, and as I got older, certain things caused friction in my life and held me back. But once I had kids and shit, once them kids get older, man, you got to tighten up and lighten up. So my mother, wanted to make my mother proud, you see what I'm saying? Because I made her cry plenty of days, you see what I'm saying? I ain't proud of it, but it's real talk, you see what I'm saying? That's my walk in life, you dig? But my mother, my family, I want to see my brothers do better, you see what I'm saying? My kids, man. You know what I mean? My 4 boys, you see what I'm saying? That's what drives me to be a better person, you see what I'm saying? Because every family has a born leader, a dedicated leader, maybe a black sheep or whatever you say I'm saying, but that's that person to carry you. So if you that person in your family and you know it, and you ain't playing your part in your heart and playing it smart, man, whatever you say I'm saying. But that's what drive me, man. Family and a dedication to be greater. You know what I mean? Always make myself a better version than before. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, soak it in, man. You drop some jewels on y'all now. Soak it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Black sheep always wins. Never forget that. You know.
Yeah.
All right, third question.
All right, speak on it.
What's your take on the opinions of others? What's your take on that?
That's funny you asked me that, man, because uh, the way we move, we move different. We up front, we out there, you see what I'm saying? We just take our mistakes in stride, you see what I'm saying? We internally judge ourselves, That's how you become a better person. You got to get out there and try it. So if you want to try something, you worrying about what others think, man, that's crazy, man. You ain't gonna never go nowhere, man. If I was worrying about the opinions of others, my first year that I started on my pursuit of greatness, I'd have gave up, man. I used to drop some videos, you see what I'm saying? Videos got 1, 2 likes. You see what I'm saying? I ain't tripping out that. I'm on my mission, man. I did a video one time, I was on there screaming, you see what I'm saying? Because some days when shit gets stressful, you just want to, motherfuckers was like, damn, man, what's wrong with dude, man? Dude tripping, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, once they go through something, they understand some days you do need a day. So the opinions of others don't matter, man. I think highly of myself. I love myself. I love what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy my team. I enjoy the people I work with. So the opinions of others, if you trying to achieve something in life, man, you ain't gonna never get it worrying about what other people think. People go talk, man. They talked about Jesus. So who are you, man? We're only human, man. It is what it is.
Mm-mm-mm.
Facts.
Well, here's my fourth question.
Speak on it, brother.
Why did you decide to start your company? Your very own company.
Damn. Damn. That's heavy right there, man.
Very heavy.
Once again, it's back to my upbringing. You see what I'm saying? I was always taught to, you got to have a job. You got to work. You know what I mean? So at an early age, I had 2 jobs. From the age of 16 to 26, shit, I was working 2 jobs, man. You see what I'm saying? And because that's the way I was taught that you got to have 2 jobs. You got to have this. But as I got older, I realized, like, damn, man, the money I make off 2 jobs, I could make that off 1 job. Then I go to realizing, you see what I'm saying, you making that 1 job where you thinking you making some money, and you look at your supervisor, and they mind retarded. And you like, damn, how can a person of this caliber who don't really know my mental capability, because I'm never gonna show my hand until I study everything in the room, because that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm looking at you like, how you gonna supervise me and tell me what to do, man? And you look like you got a special ed education, man. I know I'm smarter than you. So something inside my head clicked. So I continue because I worked countless jobs, man. I could shit. You name it, I worked there. And if you know me, you know what's up. I ain't doing no tripping. I work plus some other stuff you did. But hey, man, it's life. You see what I'm saying? But all that combined forced me to be like, damn, man. You know what I mean? So it was always in the back of my mind to be my own boss. But fast forward to 2020, things just happened. You see what I'm saying? Corona hit, things was messed up, but I already had a little change put to the side because I already said I wanted to start my business. You see what I'm saying? That would have been your senior year of high school. You see what I'm saying? And I was fired from the job. You see what I'm saying? But that just goes to show you how God will push you to go where you need to go. And if you try to fight it, he gonna make everything around you uncomfortable to the point where you have to move. And I had no choice but to boss up because I had my son with me. You see what I'm saying? And I had the money. I just had to follow through on my vision. You see what I'm saying? And I stepped out on faith, man. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life, man. I'm the freest. You know what I mean? I'm able to think more clearer, you see what I'm saying? I'm able to investigate more and learn more things I could pass down to my seeds, you see what I'm saying? Things I wouldn't have been able to do if I'd have stayed in that rat race, on that wheel, you see what I'm saying? Not knocking nobody who on the wheel. It just ain't for
It just everybody ain't the same.
It ain't for everybody.
Ain't for everybody.
Real rap, brother. Real rap.
Very real. Very real. Well, this is my fifth question right here.
Okay.
What's some advice did you give to someone looking to start their own company?
Mm, that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. I could give you three things. Three things. I'm gonna get this to you, and you gotta carry this with you heavy. Three. Prayer, preparation, and dedication, man. Yeah. First, you gotta pray, man. You gotta pray on it. You gotta talk to the big homie. Tell him what you want. You know what I mean? Tell them that you're ready for it. You got to prepare for it. You got to do some research. You got to study. You got to talk to somebody in that field. The phone in your hand all day, man. Y'all asking ChatGPT goofy shit. You see what I'm saying? Ask ChatGPT something serious, man. Something you don't understand or something, saying. Upload some documents in there you don't understand. That thing break down all that. Real rap, man. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to have the dedication, man. You got to be dedicated because you got to know. Some days it's going to be up, some days it's going to be down. I don't care how I look on the ground. Some people try to glamorize stuff and make it look like it's all glitz and glamour. Man, half of them is scammers, man. Now, them scammers, if you scamming, you can play like that, you see what I'm saying? But the real entrepreneurs, they know, man. You see what I'm saying? 1 week you might hit, 1 week you might miss, you see what I'm saying? But that's part of the game, you see what I'm saying? You got to get uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, you understand? And that's how you get where you're going, man. But it ain't for everybody, man. But if you built different and you want different and you want to show your kids different, man, go for it, man. We are the new CEOs. The time's now. Facts, brother.
I'm just soaking it in, big brother. I'm just soaking it in.
For sure, for sure.
All right, that's my sixth question right here.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Damn, man. Multi-millionaire, man. Multi-millionaire, man. And I'm speaking it to existence, man.
Power of the tongue, y'all.
Power of the tongue, man.
We all the tongue. We all forget the three. All the tongue in that. I'm telling you.
Come on, man. We already got 2 businesses coinciding. We got the UB Carrier Services, you see what I'm saying? That's doing good. That's carried us to where we at now. Now we switching over to the We Are the New CEOs, the film company side, you see what I'm saying? And we about to push that envelope, you dig? But multi, man. Multi, man. Big cribs. You see what I'm saying? Everything big, everybody around me comfortable, everybody around me that I truly love, and everybody who was down with me from the beginning when I was down and out, you see what I'm saying? And I didn't understand where I was going when I was going through my little time, you see what I'm saying? All us locked in, lot familiar. Good. Multi till I die, man. Live or die with a tatted on me.
Mm. Whew. It's getting deep, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all taking notes. Get the notepads ready. And this is my final question. How do you want to be remembered?
It's a good question, brother.
You know, research department plays no game. What?
I want to be remembered as an achiever, man. I want to be remembered as that dude who, shit, every time that dude came up with an idea, something that dude ain't never gave up, man. That dude said he was going to do something, he did it, man. That dude left nothing on the table, man. That dude was always frontline, always on the gun line, always pushing the envelope, always being different, always being him, always being real, always being respected. May not be understood all the time, but you can't take that from me. Always been real. No matter who I ran with some of the realest, I ran with some of the fakest. It is what it is. I learned from everybody. You see what I'm saying? And I am who I am, and I will always be remembered as the realest and the biggest.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it for the interview. Ran out of questions, and the research department is still trying to find something new, but they said we're kind of close on time. So,
Hold up, man. I'd like to end this with
what would you
a
like?
quick prayer for you shut it down, brother.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody bow your head, you see what I'm saying? I like to send blessings to, Lord, send blessings to anybody watching this video, anybody thinking about stepping out and doing their own thing, and they kind of cautious about them. Lord, give them the faith. Lord, give them the insight to see through it. Lord, bless me and my team. Bless me and my family. Bless everybody I love. Bless everybody who eyes touch this video. May you have a great, prosperous day, and may you continue to flourish. Amen. Be blessed.
Well, viewers, y'all prayed with us. But I think it's time for us to go. This has been another episode of As Real as It Gets, and it gets no realer, with your host, Eric Conway Scott Jr. Check it out.